So, you want to be a bossy pants? Or just read about one? You picked up this essay, smart move. You're probably wondering about Tina Fey and her book Bossy Pants. Is it good? Spoiler, yes. It's a survival guide for anyone with feelings and a job or who wants one. Tina Fey is your cooler, older sister sharing all the funny, awkward secrets. She's honest, self-deprecating, and real, even though she's an icon. She proved you can be the head writer, the star, the mom, and still be hilarious. Bossy Pants is for anyone who's ever felt a little weird, ambitious, and in need of a laugh. And yes, there's night cheese, trust me. Let's talk about young Tina. Suburban Pennsylvania, lots of cardigans and a scar on her face. Her origin story. She makes even that funny because of course she does. Was she born funny? Not exactly. She was observant, saw the weirdness in life, and wasn't afraid to point it out. Maybe it started as a defense mechanism. High school is a jungle. Humor is a shield or a really sharp spear. Confidence wasn't handed to her. It was built slowly like IKEA furniture. Frustrating, confusing, but eventually sturdy. She learned to own her smarts and her unique perspective, her superpower. Then came the big leap comedy as a career. Imagine telling your parents, I'm moving to Chicago to do improv. It's like joining the circus, but with more student loans. It was a leap of faith into a world of yes and a lot of cheap pizza. Tina's story is about taking risks, embracing awkwardness, and finding your people. She didn't start out confident. She built it, joke by joke. Her journey proves you don't have to be born bold. You just have to be willing to try, fail, and laugh about it. That's how you become a bossy pants, or at least a really good improv nerd. Chicago, Second City, the legendary improv theater. It's the Hogwarts of comedy, wit instead of wands, scenes instead of spells. Tina dived in, surrounded by funny people, pressure and inspiration. She learned the rules of improv. The most important? Yes, and accept the reality, then add your own twist. Great for comedy and honestly for life. Saying yes to weird opportunities even when they scare you, that's where the good stuff happens. The improv life wasn't glamorous. Late nights, tiny audiences, maybe some free beer. But it's where she honed her craft, found her voice, and figured out what made people laugh. Then, the call Saturday Night Live, the dream, the big leagues, New York City, writing for SNL, huge, terrifying, exhilarating. She packed her bags, her jokes, and probably some sensible sweaters. SNL was a whole new world, fast-paced, competitive, and full of legends. Tina learned to write under pressure, perform under scrutiny, and keep her sense of humor. She wasn't just surviving, she was thriving. Improv taught her to trust her instincts and her team. SNL taught her to trust her voice. Both taught her to keep going, even when it's hard. That's how you get from rehearsals to the real thing. And maybe how you become a legend. Tina's story is proof. The best things happen when you say yes, even if you're terrified, especially if you're terrified. And always bring your best jokes, and maybe a snack. Tina Fey became SNL's first female head writer, herding cats if the cats were brilliant and sleep-deprived. Then she created 30 Rock, her own world inspired by SNL. Enter Liz Lemon, all of us trying to make good TV, find love, and eat cheese without judgment. Being a woman in comedy? Still a thing. The expectations, the assumptions, ugh. Tina's story is about leading with humor, surviving chaos, and making space for other women. She juggled chainsaws, metaphorically and maybe literally. That's what makes Tina Fey a bossy pants worth reading about. Fame is weird. Tina Fey gets it. Suddenly, you're a role model, even if you still feel like the awkward kid in the cardigan. She handles it with grace, and a healthy dose of this is nuts. The whole having it all thing, Tina calls shenanigans. You can't have it all, at least not at the same time, and not without dropping a few balls. Life is messy. Work is messy. Being a mom is messy. It's okay. Tina says it's okay, so I believe her. Feminism, according to Tina? It's about supporting other women, asking for what you deserve, and not being afraid to be the boss, or the bossy pants. It's about being smart, funny, and powerful all at once. Yes, please. So here's a thought. If society keeps saying women aren't as funny, why are we so good at finding humor in juggling careers, kids, and the constant fear we left the stove on? All while smiling through another dude explaining our own jokes back to us. Just wondering. For a friend. Tina Fey's story is proof. You don't have to have it all together. You just have to keep laughing. And maybe wear more pajamas to work.